leading figure in this fight. And so we'll be discussing this issue on the program today. Will this tax law affect the economy? That's one issue that will take our attention today. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has said it does not need the approval of the Nigerian Communications Commission, NCC, to transmit election results electronically. It argued that the decision by the National Assembly to subject its constitutional powers to conduct elections to the NCC was absolutely unconstitutional. Okay, is INEC truly independent or not? Recently, the DSS, I don't know if you saw that story of a stolen case file, how ridiculous it could be, and the imbroglio between Igbo's aides and the DSS. It will also be part of what we will discuss on the program today. Michael Olatunbosun is here, and Tunde Olawuwo. Michael, good evening.
Good evening. It's good to be here again to just engage upon Nigeria and engage about Nigeria as well.
Again and again.
Again and again and again. Tunde, good evening to you too.
Hello, today.
Good evening to Sean, to Michael, to everybody listening. It's a pleasure to be here again.
It's good to have you, gentlemen. All right, so we'll start with the VAT issue. According to Governor Oluwaseun Wike, he says Rivers generates an average of 15 billion in VAT every month, but gets a paltry 25% from the federal government as monthly allocation. Last month, the Federal High Court, sitting in Port Harcourt, in a judgment held that Rivers State government had the powers to collect VAT within its territory. Although the FRS applied to the court for a stay of execution, Justice Stephen Palm rejected the application, saying granting it would negate the principle of equity. But the Punch reports that the FRS, in a bid to retain the collection of the tax, wrote to the National Assembly to seek the inclusion of VAT collection in the exclusive legislative list. Speaking at the stakeholder meeting on Wednesday, yesterday in Port Harcourt, the governor ordered companies based in the state to start paying their VAT to the state government beginning this September. Are we not looking at a clash, here? I'll start with Tunde. To make a sense of this issue, I'm looking at it as an attempt to do fiscal federalism.
Yes.
By the governors.
Yes.
And Wike is leading in this area.
Surprisingly.
Really surprisingly. So, what do you say?
Lagos.
I thought so.
Considering they were going to be the biggest beneficiary, at least for now.
Interestingly, Lagos had started this war, but when their party became the party at the center, they had to dump that campaign.
But I mean, it's quite interesting that the Lagos State House of Assembly has now also passed that
law.
The VAT law. I suppose that should be the fastest law.
The fastest bill to become a law.
Fastest bill to become a law. I mean, I'm trying to make sense of when the first and second reading
took place, and
a moral question.
Okay.
The moral side of it is what the governor of River State, Oluwaseun Wike, who is a lawyer himself, alluded to when he mentioned robbing Peter to pay Paul. That's okay. How can Rivers generate or VAT collection in the name of Rivers be around 15 billion, and then they get 4.6 billion? Same for Lagos. Lagos got about 46 billion, and then they were given around 9.6 billion. Then for Kano, 2.8 billion generated, 2.8 billion received. These are very touchy and sensitive issues, but from a legal point of view, and I think there is no question about it, that VAT, as you've mentioned rightly, is consumption tax.
Yeah.
All along, the federal government had been collecting this on behalf of the state, basically, to help redistribute this. The states were, all along getting the lion's share, 50% of it. Around 35% goes to the local government. Federal government keep about 15%. 4% goes to FRS as their collection fee. But now, the states are claiming, and it's not just Rivers, even though Rivers State is leading the charge here, they were the one that went to court, got the judgment. and they're the one pushing this the most. But basically, some states are now saying that we have come of age. We want to start collecting our VAT by ourselves. That's why I said these are interesting times. Yesterday, the FRS organized a press conference. It was addressed by a certain Matthew Mubojibola, who is like the lead operative person within that setup, saying that, look, it can't work at state level that VAT will be collected. But I know for a fact that this matter will go all the way to the Supreme Court from the look of things.
So that's a legal battle.
Yes, but the part that I find amusing was the push by the FRS to get the National Assembly.
That's where I'm going.
To now legislate on this and put
in the exclusive list.
In the exclusive list. I find that below the belt. I don't think they will go far with that one.
No. In fact, that was why I wanted to add that to my question to you.
I don't think they will go far with that.
I was going there. I mean, we already have 68 items in the exclusive list.
Yes,
and that's an exclusive list that people have been contending.
That we should decongest.
That we need to reduce.
It's top heavy.
So why would FRS even at this time feel that this thing should go to the exclusive list? In other words, for me, it looks to me like they knew that this should be the role of the states ab initio.
The laws, they know that the present laws do not support what they are fighting for.
Yeah.
So
not even what they are fighting for, what we are doing.
Yes. You remember, right now, a federal high court in Rivers had already ruled that, okay, Rivers State has the right to collect their VAT. And they know that it's only a matter of time.
The other
many other states
snowball,
will follow suit. So the laws as it is support the state. That is why they want to take that extra step in getting the National Assembly to now put this in the exclusive list. That's why I said it's not going to go very far. All the states in Nigeria are representatives in the National Assembly. And I think quite because for you to get this done, you probably need a two-thirds in the National Assembly, which I doubt they will get.
Okay, I want Michael to do data right now. You'll be doing data. I don't know. I know Michael has a cynical approach to what could happen in the National Assembly. But let's do data, and I want Michael, because we've been talking about data earlier today. Lagos in 2020 generated more revenue than all the northern states combined in 2020. So Lagos had 418.99 billion, while for IGR in other states, let's look at the other regions. Northeast, 56.8 billion. Northwest, 146.7 billion. North Central, 181.6 billion. The entire South, that's 263 billion. Southeast, 96 billion. And if you look at the Southwest, 142 billion. That's excluding Lagos. If you come to another data here that we have played with earlier today, the VAT collected in 10 years. In 10 years, value-added tax represents 20.5% of total tax collected within the same period. That is, we've collected 9.47 trillion naira as total VAT in 10 years. So, Michael, combine these two, the IGR of states, the VAT collected in 10 years, and we're looking at states collecting this money. What are the implications?
Yeah, the implication is that we've always been talking about the Feeding Bottle Federation.
Yeah.
So this is the root of the Feeding Bottle Federation, a federation where even when you are giving, when you are feeding the states with the feeding bottle, you put more sugar in what some states are, taking, and you put less sugar in what some, even though they are the ones who are producing the milk. So when you are giving out the milk, you even, you flavor up the one that you are giving to the others, and at the expense of the other ones who are indeed doing the work. You see, these figures that we are throwing up, 9.7 trillion naira. I just imagine that the states collected these funds by themselves, and they are able to use these funds to, really run their states appropriately. Imagine the kind of development that you will have. Imagine that children will not be sitting on the floor in schools. Imagine that, you will get the best in hospitals. So that's assuming that even when the states collect this money, they will use the money judiciously. You see that we are floundering in underdevelopment, and you have the federal government collecting this money on behalf of the states. Okay, the argument will be, just like Tunde reeled out the figures the other time, the argument will be that it's the states that collect 50%. That was the argument that the federal government presented when they were going to increase from 5% to 7.5%. So 50% goes to the states, 35% goes to the local government. So the federal government will be, feel cool to say, after all, we are doing it because of you. But why is the federal government fighting? Through the Federal Inland Revenue, why are they also fighting? If it is indeed in the interest of the states that they are doing this, why are we flogging the states that are producing most? Because we want to continue to maintain a federal system that is indeed not federal. That's my big question. So Lagos brings for around 18 billion. The entire north does not even clock up to that. Why do we continue to encourage that kind of inequality? And maybe you should wrap it up and say injustice. That's the height of it. So for me, I think that while the figures are not just the question for me. The question really is that, so you have this vast amount of money that we're generating every year, and we are taking it to Abuja to share it, even to those who are not productive at all. So it's just about you have 10 children. Only 4 of them are working and earning salary. So what you do is you collect the salary of the 4 people, and then you share to the others.
But there's a fallacy there as well. There's a little fallacy there. If you look at the Human Development Index and poverty rate, some southern states are in that bucket.
I agree with you, but you see, the southern states are not agitating that. I am assuming that the southern states will not be agitating to centralize the collection. And I am pretty sure. Even Oyo State, there is some people are even pricking the Oyo State now to also do a VAT law. So imagine that if you have VAT law in Oyo,
it's to be expected.
In Ogun State, where you have when you have industrial settlement,
But
why
this
should I be afraid?
potentially could create some very complex situations. I don't know. Maybe
explain to me.
That's the argument of the FIRS, right?
No, again, you look at one, for instance, Lagos. Presently, because most of the big banks, not basically all of them, they have their headquarters in Lagos.
Yes.
Because VAT is not just going to be on, the goods you purchase.
Yeah.
We also draw VAT from those ones.
Yeah, from transactions.
Now, with this, that means states will start to draw VAT from their branches.
Yes.
Not just from the headquarters.
Don't they have states? They have state headquarters, don't they? Regional headquarters.
So that is less for
Lagos.
For Lagos.
Yeah, agree.
The issue of aviation and ports, which is also on the exclusive list of federal government, will no longer factor in and count for Lagos.
Yes.
As well on this. Number 3 is the potential dealing with multiple tax authorities, especially for companies that operate across state lines.
Yes.
May also raise some issues along the line. Okay, you've bought it from this state, you're reselling it in another state, and issues like that.
And some states have
a mix
different
of politics,
yes,
which speaks to how a federal system should work. The constitution, which is now what we are seeing with states introducing VAT
laws,
and public finance, because I'm also looking at the financial state of some states what will become of them.
All right, so in other words, we are already getting to the area of viability of states.
Oh yes.
The fiscal potential.
Yeah.
Budget will say state of state.
State of state.
State of state. So I am looking at a document here that's talking about poverty rate in states in Nigeria. Imagine Ebonyi State has 79.76% poverty rate. Oyo has 9.83 poverty rate.
Wow.
Kwara 20.35%. Ogun 9.32. Lagos 4.52. But if you look at a state like Sokoto, 87.73.
That's stark poverty.
That's about to
Zamfara 73.98.
Don't forget that by the arrangement with the Northeast Development Commission, 3% of the entire VAT we're taking was going straight to the Northeast Development Commission.
Yeah.
Now you're going to get the big providers of that supply chain
contribution
for them. I as I said, these are very interesting. I expect any member from now or your state to also join the fray.
So you think Oyo should?
Oh
Yes, they should.
Yes, they should.
You see, I've always maintained that the subnationals should be strengthened. We need to decongest and depopulate the exclusive list. It's not working.
It's not working. That's the essential. It's not
Okay,
working.
so we will be back in a moment. We have to take a commercial break. When we come back, we want to know, even you, do you think states should collect this VAT? And if you think they should collect this VAT, why? And are we looking at a shadow fiscal federalism in place? We once talked about open grazing. States are saying we're going to stop it. We don't want it done in our state anymore, in our own region anymore. And then the federal government is still insisting that there are grazing routes to be discovered, grazing reserves to be reestablished. Is fiscal federalism coming on the fray? We'll be back in a moment. Just stay with us. Don't go away.
Flash FM 105.5.
Bode, now what do you dey find for kitchen?
My dear, na spoon to drink off medicine.
Honey, take comics, just here, drink, and get relief.
Yes, so summer comics for scratch throat. Comics get dextromethorphan and guanfacine. Just here, drink and get relief from cough. Idekulele to drink. I dey relief now. I love comics. Now, Orange Drugs Limited, they distribute comics. Products will make you drowsy. If symptoms never stop after 3 days, make you waka go see your doctor. Comics, Idekulele.
When people complain about prices these days, I just smile. But you know what? I am able to smile because I have a trick up my sleeve. Ever since I heard about RX Go, I've been buying groceries at wholesale prices. Awesome, right? RX Go gives you access to a wide range of groceries at amazing prices. Shopping with RX Go is so convenient, as you can order online or via WhatsApp, and your order will be delivered to you within 30 minutes. RX Go is located in strategic locations in Ibadan. To ensure quick access to your grocery needs, you can call or message us via WhatsApp on 090-105-15756, 090-105-15756, or send us a message via info@rxall.net. Our website is www.rxalldelivered.com. Use the coupon code RXGIVE to enjoy the wholesale price. RX Go. Shop with convenience.
Wow, the detergent can come again. Wow. You dey wash plenty and you dey say, wow. You fit to win the millions as you dey wash with. Wow. Jump 50K every day. Wow. Even at time to take calculate. Wow. Million naira full ground. If you want to know how, just check the pack. Wow. Get your own car though, you wash with wow. Detergent
go end for the 25th of October 2021.
Madam, you look excited. Rushing somewhere?
So you haven't heard about the higher thermocool Jara Overload promo?
No, just me now.
You get free instant gifts like TV, blender, cooking oil, AC kits, and so many other exciting rewards when you buy select models of higher thermocool freezers, fridges, washing machine, generator, and standing cookers. No raffle, no draws.
Wow, I can't miss this.
Oh yes, the higher thermocool Jara Overload promo is available in all Thermocool showrooms, Cool World, and key partner stores nationwide from June 17 to September 19, 2021. Terms and conditions apply. Higher Thermocool, always there for you.
Babe, that girl must be using something.
Hey, Berry, what kind of something?
You to see how she's always smiling, displaying her 32.
You're cuckoo right. I know her secrets. I know what she's using. She uses it twice a day.
Tell me her secrets.
I'll give you a hint. ABZ.
ABZ?
Yes, ABZ is the secret. Close-Up contains antibacterial zinc, ABZ, which gives you 3 times more freshness and 3 times more protection. Better than your regular toothpaste. Now you know the ABZ secret.
The new Close-Up is her secret. Everybody must hear.
You can't keep a secret.
New Close-Up with antibacterial zinc. Triple the freshness, triple the protection.
Have you seen Captain Mama, protector of the Ayo family? She's making our golden one in the kitchen.
Ta-da! Breakfast is ready!
Mommy, why are you always excited when we have golden morn?
Because it helps me nourish you. You know it contains
iron and vitamin C.
Yes, it does.
Enjoy Golden Morn with your family every day. It contains iron and vitamin C to nourish you day by day. Golden Morn, make every day amazing.
Imagine say you dey flex go TV every day. That boring Monday go be fun Mondays o. Tuesdays plus Wednesdays go be like telenovela. That long Thursday go turn to movie Thursdays with better drama. Fridays plus weekend go choco with ogbonge entertainment for you. Yes, no dulling moments on Top Go TV with channels like Star Life, BET, Fox, Telemundo, TNT, and more. Go TV go totally with better drama. We are stay connected to Go TV for Go To TV entertainment every day. Go TV. Love it.
Power your dream.
Ọ̀rẹ́ mi, jọ, ǹjẹ́ mo lè yáge? Oúnjẹ wo ni àjẹkẹ́jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀? Kíní nǹkan ń ṣe yùngbà nínú oúnjẹ yìí.
Kọrí ìsóúnjẹ tuntun látọwọ́ ọ̀ǹgà ni.
Ṣé pé ọ̀ǹgà náà ti ní kọrí?
Àkànṣe ni láti inú èròjà ìṣẹ̀dálẹ̀. Èmi ò rò pé mo lè ṣe nǹkan kan mọ́ láláì lo ìsóúnjẹ kọrí ti ọ̀ǹgà yìí o. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi, ǹjẹ́ lè yá mi ní ó tún gèlè yín yẹn?
Ǹjẹ́ mi náà wá lẹ́nu yẹn?
Fún adùn tí wọ́n máa fi dáàbò bo oúnjẹ rẹ mọ̀ yàtọ̀, lo kọrí ọ̀ǹgà tí a fi àpòpọ̀ àwọn èròjà ìṣẹ̀dálẹ̀ ṣe.
Ó ga o, ṣé ẹ ṣàlè fún wa lóúnjẹ díẹ̀ sí ṣá?
Ọ̀ǹgà, Mama's helping hand.
Hey you! Yes, you listening to this ad. Think of what you can quickly do with ₦1 million right now. Quite a number of things, right? But do you know that you can easily win ₦1 million by opening a savings account, create an at-ease wallet with Stanbic IBTC Bank, or fund your existing active or inactive account or wallet with a minimum of ₦5,000? Oh yes, it's that easy. Win your share of the big money up for grabs in the Stanbic IBTC Reward for Saving promo. Simply get on our mobile app, quick services platform, or visit any of our branches to open an account and fund it with a minimum of ₦5,000 to stand a chance to win ₦100,000 in the monthly draw of the grand prize of ₦1 million. Promo is open to new and existing customers and runs till Monday, 29 November 2021. Terms and conditions apply. Stanbic IBTC. It can be.
Them say your ginger, now pepper them style. Show them say you sabi your legwork moves. Beba there. Give them as it is hot with extra spice. Oh shit. With the confirmed taste of bold ginger.
Show them your ginger.
Bold ginger, now the confirmed soft drink wey get spicy taste that keeps you refreshed. Bold soft drink also dey for orange, tropical and bitter lemon flavor for all your enjoyment. Bold ginger, show your ginger.
Get ready for a whole new level of entertainment. Introducing Glow TV, your front row seat to the best of TV on earth. Over 50 channels of blockbuster TV from Hollywood, Nollywood, Bollywood movies and shows to the very best of music channels worldwide. Spanish, Korean and Turkish telenovelas to all the premium sports, fitness, news, comedy and children's programming you can handle. It's all on your Glow TV. Whenever you like, wherever you like. So, get the latest movies and shows, exclusive premieres, and all the latest buzz, fun, and edge of your seat action right at your fingertips with Glow TV. Glow TV. Log on to myglowtv.com to register and download.
Glow Unlimited.
ọdún tún fi pẹ́ sílẹ̀ àbí ta ló máa ṣí géètì fún madam.
wo ọ̀gá awakọ̀ mo lè bọ́lẹ̀ kí n wọ kẹ̀kẹ́ tó kàn lẹ́yìn ẹ̀ o.
mo ń bẹ ṣeré ni o.
àǹtí ikọ́ yìí le o ó yẹ kẹ́ ẹ ṣàyẹ̀wò ẹ o.
èmi ò fẹ́ lọ sílé ìwòsàn kí wọ́n lọ ní mo ní àìsàn covid-19.
ẹ̀ ń wúkọ̀ pé ní covid-19 o àfihàn ikọ́ ọ̀fẹ́ àti ikọ́ covid-19 yàtọ̀ síra kò sì sọ́nà tẹ́ fi lè mọ̀ láì ṣe àyẹ̀wò èmi ti ní ikọ́ ife rí ọ̀fẹ́ ni mo ṣàyẹ̀wò mo sì gba ìtọ́jú lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ ikọ́ yìnyín gan lè jẹ́ ikọ́ ife o.
òótọ́ ló sọ ẹ yẹ̀ wò kí ẹ lè mọ̀ dájú.
nítorí ẹni tí ò lọ kò lè mọ̀.
ẹ yẹ ikọ́ yẹn wò fún ikọ́ ife.
ẹgbẹ́ ká mọ ohun tí ń ṣe.
tí o bá ní ikọ́ tó ti lo ọ̀sẹ̀ méjì láìkásẹ̀ nílẹ̀ ó lè jẹ́ ikọ́ ife o. ọ̀fẹ́ láyẹ̀wò àti ìtọ́jú ikọ́ ife. fún àlàyé ibi tí o ti lè ṣe àyẹ̀wò ikọ́ ife pé nọ́mbà kan sí orílẹ̀ fún ìtọ́jú ikọ́ ife ní 3340. ìkéde ìwá látọ̀dọ̀ ilé iṣẹ́ ìjọba àpapọ̀ tó ń mójútó ètò ìlera pẹ̀lú àtìlẹ́yìn àwọn ará ìlú Amẹ́ríkà.
Splash FM 105.5.
Glad to know that you're still there with us on Splash 105.5 FM. I asked a question earlier. I said, do you also agree that states should collect this VAT? 0809 155 1055, 0805 699 8678, and 0706 949 3000. Those are the numbers you can call this evening. 0809 155 1055, 0805 699 8678, and 0706 949 3000. We'd like to hear you. Speak with us on this matter. How would you also react to this? Do you think it's a good time for us in Nigeria now, where fiscal federalism seems to be something that the governors are now looking at? Should Oyo State government toe this line? Should Oyo State government also enact a law that will also make the state to collect VAT? Wike is brimming with fire and brimstone, if you like. Is more like threatening that he will take over the offices of the FRS in Rivers State. So let me come to Tunde at this point before we begin to take the calls. Some have argued against the state collecting more money that even the ones they've collected, we've not seen the result of this funding in the lives of the people. If you look at the Human Development Index, many of the states are very low in HDI. Many of the states are still, particularly somebody has argued that out of school children in Rivers State seem to be the highest, within that region. And that with all the derivation, 13%, with the FAC, with the IGR, that the state is still not doing so well.
When I advocate for more decentralization of roles, responsibilities, and resources, it is not because of the governors. It is just because it is the right thing to do. If you take out Lagos and to an extent Rivers and maybe Ogun State, then maybe Kano, Kaduna, all other states that we have in Nigeria are poor. They are very poor entities. most of them are not even viable at all. That, they are entities operating, living on borrowed funds. And that's not the way it should be. And one of the reasons why, you see, this is not asking that money should be put in the hand of states. It's just basically how things should be. It is for the state to become more productive, more responsible. You see, this idea that federal government is the ultimate collector of, the oil that we sell, which is the mainstay of our economy, is routed through the federal government, is shared. VAT is collected on behalf of the states by the federal government, shared. There are other taxes too. That in itself it fosters laziness, because it gives the impression that as a state governor, the best you can do is to send your commissioner for finance at the end of every month to Abuja, share the money. That idea of sharing in itself is not sustainable. That's why at every point in time, they are looking towards Abuja, begging for some kind of intervention.
Handouts.
Overall, who suffers? The people at the state level. They are the grass that suffered in this kind of situation. Because if you take out the 36 states of Nigeria, what else have you got? The FCT. So the state should have healthy competition. And the only way to achieve that is to make them productive. Now, this VAT is not the magic wand that will solve all our problems. As a matter of fact, I don't even see why the FRS is worked up on this. It's not as if they are losing a lot. I suspect there will be states that will say, okay, please,
collect on our behalf.
Be collecting this VAT on our behalf. The judgment in Rivers, that federal high court judgment in Rivers, is not a sweeping judgment that has now made it illegal for FRS. It's just, it was specific about Rivers. That is why Lagos is, latching onto that to come up with the law. I think Adamawa has also shown interest. And I expect more states, especially in the southern part of the country, to show interest. But if you so wish for the FRS to still be collecting the VAT on your behalf, in fact, some have argued that, look, if you take out Lagos and Rivers, not all other states would immediately benefit from this. Not all. Because you will still be relying on the federal government in some other areas. But VAT by law, which is known to everybody, is a consumption tax. I think it has been an aberration all along that the federal government was doing it through FRS. So it is basically just correcting the wrongs of all this. Now, as they say, to whom much is given, much is expected. When you devolve more powers, more responsibility, and more resources to the state, it naturally will make a lot more people to start asking questions from their governors about why. For instance, Lagos all along had not been able to, put in place an intra-city rail system. If you ask them, they'll probably tell you it's down to insufficient resources. With this in place, given, what is agreeable to them, maybe, just maybe, they will be able to achieve that. So, and it will be to the utmost benefit of the people at the state level. So, for me, it's a win-win. Even win for the federal government, win for the states. Less burden for them. That's what it means.
Mike, do you agree?
Yeah, I think, is true. The other particular that I wanted to attend to is that, just like you said, that the federal government is not losing much. Let me just give you an analysis that I have in the Daily Trust here. You see, all the states, virtually all of them, apart from Lagos and Rivers, will still depend on the federal government's FAC allocation. Because essentially, so if you're allowed to collect your VAT and keep, how much are you even going to get? if we are allowed to collect and keep. That apart from Lagos, Rivers, and maybe Kano, Kaduna, that are probably doing well on the VAT scale, you begin to ask the questions. Even the IGR of these states that are collecting 152 billion from the FAC in 1 year, making less than 12 billion in terms of IGR and others. So even if you add VAT to it, they are probably going to go bankrupt at the end of the day, even though they are breaking in the billions, because they need more money to run their states. But you see, the good thing for me in all this debate is that the states are beginning to see that there is a lot at stake if they fight for their rights. It's a high point of this debate. While I agree with Tunde, I believe that this will also open vistas of creativity. States will now begin to look at how they can, explore and exploit resources around them. They begin to see all these things, pan out for themselves. I think that for me, that's the high point of this debate, is that where our federalism is beginning to take shape. It's beginning to take shape, and that's the high point for me, really.
Okay, thank you for being there. As I said, 0809 155 1055, if the network will permit us this evening. 0809 155 1055, 0805 699 8678, and 0706 949 3000. Michael says our federalism is beginning to take shape at this time. But there's a newspaper that also this evening, somebody's there. Okay, let's see. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Are you over here, I guess?
Yes, correct. I am Baba from Matata. That is my heart that what I've been advocating for a very long time has come to stay. That is, the state should be able to collect VAT. Not only VAT, there are others. But let's limit ourselves to VAT this afternoon. And my recommendation is that all states should begin the process right now to make sure that they collect these VAT. Because we have many industries that are paying and they will be able to increase their ideas. You asked one fundamental question. You said, why should the state be collecting taxes? The answer is very simple. Look at your Idiodo there. You can see it has been modernized. It has added value to you. Who added the value? Is it the federal or state government? So the state added value, not the federal government. Why should they be collecting? Because I believe that IGR of Oyo State will increase. So I implore the Oyo State governor to do something urgent and the state and pass a law immediately within 2 days to make sure that they collect the VAT.
Hello.
I'm Oluwaseun Julius. Oluwaseun. Good evening.
Julius, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Yes. You see, this issue of collection of, to me, I appreciate it. It's an interesting something. Now, yes.
Oluwaseun, something in the background is, muffling your sound.
Okay, can you hear me clearly now?
Better now.
All right. Now, Tunde Olawuwo said something that most of these states, apart from Lagos, Port Harcourt, Las Rivers State, then Kano and one other state are a little bit viable. Now, that other states are extremely poor. But now, there's a question I want to ask. Now, that even there are some states, especially these ones in the northern part of the country, states like Kebbi, Katsina, Zamfara, even Sokoto. Now, even if they are given opportunity of generating this VAT on their own, can they still survive with it? Can they come up? There was a year, that should be maybe 2018 or 2019. Kebbi State generated, maybe it generated 5 or something billion and collected federal allocation from federal government 75 billion. Now, with that little VAT, what can they do? But to me now, what drives my heart is the road to restructuring is happening, and gradually on our own, we want to emancipate ourselves from that slavery that we are being kept, that we are calling ourselves that we are United Nigeria. No, come out from our shield, get ourselves together, and make progress. The governor of Gombe State was saying, okay, they should pity them, they should be our brother's keeper. Why is he a governor? He should wake up, he should be pragmatic, he should think what he's going to do for his state, not to sit down there after 8 years to be made a billionaire, that his generation will no longer think of going to poverty again. No! He should come back, do what is necessary. If he cannot do it, then he should resign and go back home. Somebody that is innovative should come out and do it. Thank you. Good evening.
Thank you, Olushola Julius. It bothers on how viable, economically viable, the states are in terms of generating enough, revenue for their development.
You see, all of them have potentials. Every state in this country has potentials.
But potentials are not enough for development.
So the point is that when you go hungry for some time, you begin to think.
So necessity is the mother of invention.
Yes, you begin to think. So we have this here. How can we?
For some of these states, they may just crash. I'm not sure going hungry would do justice.
We'll make you able to think very well.
Look at Tunde,
some of the states.
Look at Kebbi, for instance.
Okay.
About a year or two ago, Kebbi, forged a partnership with Lagos State, and they produced rice.
Rice.
Okay. So that means that there's something that Kebbi can sell to the world. There's something that Kebbi can sell to the world. So why not open the frontiers? Okay, so rather than deal with Lagos alone, why not deal with Malaysia? Why not deal with all these other places? Why not deal with River State as well? So we know River State has money. We have land, right? Why not do business with them so that you can make money? You see, they are not making money. They are not ambitious.
I agree.
Because money comes from somewhere.
They are not. To say they are not doing enough is to be nice with it. They are basically, some of these states are not doing anything at all. For instance, somebody like Melabuni, the governor of Yobe State. Last year, a state generated 7.779 billion, and they got 84 billion from FAC. Look at the gap in terms of IGR and what they get from FAC. Compare that to Lagos, that generated 418 billion, and then they got 299 billion from FAC. So in terms of economic, I'm looking at this Economic Confidential Annual State Visibility Index reports. Lagos, of course, is ranked as number 1, Rivers number 2, Ogun number 3, Kaduna number 4, Oyo State number 5.
Yes.
Oyo State, by all standards, given the right working environment, is going to be a mega state in terms of revenue potential. There are so many other states. Bayelsa, for instance, is big on resources and what they get, but in terms of IGR, is a very poor state.
Very poor. In fact, it's second to the last.
So it's not. Yes. So it's not
second
just
to the last on that list that you're looking at.
Yes,
second to the last.
They generated 12 billion, and they got 152 billion.
So
that is
plus
state that is unproductive.
Yeah, plus 13%.
Plus 13%.
It's unproductive. So it's not
just 8 local governments.
Yes, one of the smallest states in Nigeria.
We just one major street.
Okay.
So what we are talking about here is not
about north versus south
dichotomy. It is to get the subnationals, the state, to understand, for their governors to start thinking like CEOs. When CEOs fail, they get fired. But here, you are CEOs who just go cap in hand, to draw funds.
But isn't that what they say when they are campaigning?
It is wrong. It is unproductive. It is unsustainable. So we even need more of this
kind of laws.
Yes.
Okay. We have to take this final break to come back after the news at PM, and we hope that you are going to join us. The powers are provided in the Constitution's concurrent list does not extend the power of the federal government interfering with the state government to generate tax. Value added revenue ought to belong to states where those activities exist as distinct from mining revenues. That's something that these laws will be bringing to the fore as it
I'm reading the report.
Okay.
That $1 is now 5.43 naira.
Whoa.
And pound 7.40.
Yeah.
It's a record low.
Come on.
All right. We'll take a break. I'll be back in a moment. Stay with us.
105.5. It's game night at the Bensons and everyone's having fun. Then, this.
Hey, son. What's the matter? You too? No way.
Don't let coughs and the common cold ruin your fun time. Tuxil range of uniquely formulated day and night syrups provides effective relief from cough and cold. Product may cause drowsiness. Tuxil, the job gets done when the cough is gone. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult your doctor.
The big leagues are back, and DSTV is the only place you can watch it all. Enjoy live matches weekly from the best leagues in the world. We're talking the Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, the Champions League, not to mention the return of the Europa League. That's Salah, Kane, Haaland, Bruno, Lukaku, Suarez, Messi, and CR7.
Oh my goodness!
All week, every week.
You're just lost for words!
Nothing beats the unbeatable football on DSTV.
Sunshine makes everything better. That's why Lipton iced tea leaves soak up hours and hours of glorious sunshine. And together with juicy fruit flavors, they go into Lipton iced tea to give you a delicious, refreshing taste. So you can chop better life with sunshine in a bottle.
Lipton iced tea. Lipton iced tea. Available in peach and lemon flavor. Lipton iced tea. Lipton iced tea. Deliciously refreshing.
Uncle Dentist, wetin be cavities and how Colgate take dey protect my teeth from cavities? Shey dey use comfort?
No dear, na hole for teeth dey cause
Glucose D logo on the pack to ensure that you're getting premium quality. Monroe Glucose D is manufactured by Brand Monroe Limited.
Energy fast.
Yay! My prepaid meter has entered red. My money has finished.
Babe, calm down now. Why are you switching off everything now?
Store food and every other thing. It is only wise to manage my electricity consumption. And you know what freezers consume?
You better switch to the smart way with higher thermocool inverter freezers. The 50% electricity saver.
Really? 50%?
Yes, so 50%. So you don't have to switch off your appliances, especially your freezer.
Switch off from a life of stress. Switch to higher thermocool inverter freezer and enjoy 50% electricity saving. That means low electricity bills. Thermocool, always there for you.
Nowadays, I keep saying "aww" a whole lot because everyone would stop surprising me. My hubby does the dishes and prepare the kids for school before I wake. Aww. Even when my daughter makes me a cup of tea with 3 Crowns milk.
Mom,
tasty nutrition, good for you.
E get days wait.